What's up everyone, this is Cyberknight, and today I'm going to open up the brand new Yu-Gi-Oh! Order of the Spellcasters Structure Deck for you guys. So yeah, of course the Structure Deck was just released today. You might also have a better chance finding it tomorrow because today Card Store is supposed to have it, so be sure to support your local card store. But also, it should be everywhere tomorrow because, you know, card stores get them first, and then like Walmart and everyone else will probably get them tomorrow. Unless you just find it early. It just depends on the store, really. But, of course, Konami sent me the Structure Deck to open it up to show you guys. And I gotta admit, this Structure Deck I've been waiting on for quite a while. Because it's another one that has some amazing reprints. Another one, too, where you can buy 3 of them. And actually build a pretty good deck. And if you love pendulums and spell counters, of course, too. Kind of a forgotten mechanic of Yu-Gi-Oh! This is definitely the Structure Deck for you. Because it is awesome. It's a lot of fun from what I've tested so far. And here's the card list, by the way. Again, amazing reprints. And some people, I've had people ask me this, structure decks are always the same cards. It's not random, by the way, okay? So you can actually get like 3 of these and build a deck. You're going to get the same cards, and there you go. It's just almost similar to the Sama Great one. I don't know if it's going to be as meta competitive as the Sama Great one, but it's a good structure deck. So let's go ahead and open this up and show you guys the cards you get and everything, too. I've been looking forward to this for quite a while. Actually seeing a new version of Endymion, which he kind of reminds me of Doctor Strange because he's like called the Sorcerer Supreme or something like that, so that's awesome. And yeah, just pendulums again is pretty cool. Well, there's the original Endymion. You might remember him if you played back in the day. But yeah, this is your beginner's guide rulebook teaching you how to play and everything you need to know. So obviously that'll come in handy for you. Then we also have the playmat, and it also has like some combos and stuff on the other side. Let me unfold this because yeah, that's not easy with the camera. Right there. So first off, we have the playmat itself, which showing off some of the brand new monsters. Looks really cool. I mean, as always, these playmats look nice. Then, of course, you have your card list again, and even showing you some of the combos, showing you how, you know, some of the new cards work with the older ones, and even, like, other sets that are going to be coming out, or just other sets in general, where you can get more support for this deck, which is pretty good. Especially for, like, Cyberknight Horizon, you'll get some different spell counter stuff. Infinity Chasers even had a reprint for Jackal, and, of course, Cyberknight Magicians, so that's pretty good. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty much stuff that you probably already know that you're going to need. So, nothing too out there. So there, and yeah, let me go on ahead and get through this plastic, then we'll start going through the cards. Alright, and here we go. Here are our cards. So first off, we have our brand new like main monster for the deck, and it is Endymion, the Mighty Master of Magic. So yeah, they did translate his name different. I think it was like Sorcerer Supreme when it was the Japanese translation or something like that. So I'm kind of sad it's not that, but maybe they had to be careful. I don't know. But he really reminded me of Doctor Strange for that reason. Anyway, this is your, like I said, your main monster for the deck. Really powerful. I mean, with the whole pendulum spell counters, you're just going to be like pendulum something like crazy from this and building up a ton of counters. Even with him, you build up enough counters, then you're able to, you know, easily get him on the field from your pendulum zone and everything too. So he's actually a very powerful main monster for the deck, and again, that artwork is amazing. He reminds me so much of Dark Magician as well. Then, after that, we have Reflection of Endymion, another one of our brand new pendulum monsters in this. That will definitely help you out. Then, Spell Power Mastery. It's kind of like a new version of Spell Power Grasp. So, it's pretty good on that. Another one that helps you get counters, and I believe, is this the one? Let's see. Yeah, you get to add an Endymion, so it's also a Searcher. I want to double check myself on that. So, Searcher for that is very good. Also, Dwemered Path, I believe, I hope I'm saying that right. This is one where you're able to get one of your spellcaster effect monsters from your graveyard and just add it to your hand. So it's kind of a recycle card for you, in a way. Then also our other ultra rare, which is basically I guess kind of a new version of Breaker the Magical Warrior, if you want to think of him like that, because that's what he is. He's a new Link monster in the deck. He's the only Link monster you're getting, and that is Daybreaker, the Shining Magical Warrior. So yeah, if you remember the original Breaker the Magical Warrior, I think he's supposed to be a callback. Maybe it's even him in the lore. I don't honestly know lore-wise. But anyway, he's a really good Link monster for this, even with good Link arrows at the bottom left and bottom right. And yeah, he gets a spell counter and everything too, like the original. So very interesting on that. You can tell he's a good power-up from that. Then Magister of Endymion, as well as Servant of Endymion. Those two are definitely the ones you want help with, like setting up your skills and everything too. Then, of course, you even see the original. There's also some other reprints, too, from the original. You have Endymion, the Master Magician, which he still looks awesome. I love his original artwork, too. Crusader of Endymion would have been a great reprint back then. I remember when that was actually kind of expensive. Defender, the Magical Knight. So it's another version of Breaker. Basically, this is the defense version of it, I guess. You want to think of it like that. Mythical Beast Cerberus. That was, I guess, our first mythical beast, excuse me, because now we have all the different pendulums. Like, we actually have Cerberus now. Unfortunately, not part of the structure deck. So you're going to want to hunt down the other mythical beasts, but again, I don't think really any of them are that expensive. So you're going to want to get like a couple of Cerberus. You're going to want to get like Jackal King, and at least one of Garuda, which is the eagle-looking one. So I think they're all fairly cheap. It's just unfortunate they're not in this. I think the only one you're getting is right here, which is Medusa. So, yeah, I wish they would have included like Cerberus and the others. But, you know, whatever, I guess, on that. Magical Something, the best named card ever in the game. Pretty decent, though, for this, I should say. Magical Exemplar. Then Magical Abductor. This one's actually pretty good. It's another one I think was a sneak preview promo or something, if I remember correctly. Anyway, it's one that gets stronger for all the spell counters out there. So with all the spell counters you get from using this deck, this card could get some insane attack. Like, seriously. It can easily get in the upper 2000s with that, or even beyond that, sure. And yeah, I mean, it's actually a really great card for the deck. Disenchanter. Apprentice Magician. Dark Magician of Chaos, of course, with its new effect, the errata effect. Still very good, though. It's not bad. Fairy Tale Luna. Summoner Monk. Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. So yeah, actually, Prophecy's got some reprints. Blue Boy, basically, as I call him. A lot of people, I think, do that, too. Magical Undertaker. Magician of Faith. Droll and Lockbird. So yes, we actually got the big reprint from this. That was like I would say the biggest reprint. There's also another one. We'll get to it here in a second. But yeah, it wasn't an effect failure. We actually got the good reprint. Just like last time, we got Ash Blossom. So really happy about this. That makes this card much cheaper to get. Makes it budget then. Endymion's Lab, another one of the new cards. Magical Citadel of Endymion. Then Spell Power Grasp. A couple of those, actually. Arcane Barrier. Spellbook of Secrets. Spellbook of Power. And Spellbook of Wisdom to go with your, Blue Boy, basically. So there you go. Magical Blast. Magical Dimension. A lot of even the original cards. Even a Terraforming to help you get Endymion. Left Arm Offering. That's another really good reprint in this. I'm kind of surprised on that one. I was wondering if we wouldn't get this one either. You don't see this card as much, but back in the day it was actually pretty expensive. So maybe keep these. It can always come in handy again in the future. Then, yeah, the other big reprint that I would say is in this is Pot of Desires. Yeah, Pot of Desires got easier to get out of the Megatins, but if you didn't get one of those for some reason, you have another chance right here. So, much easier to get, and actually a good card for the deck too, because you're going to run a lot of copies of the same monsters in this, so if you're actually building this deck, you might want to have 2 or 3 of Desires in it to help you draw your cards. So it's actually really good. It works with the deck, obviously, not just thrown in there. Then Mythical Beastamorph, Pitch Black Power Stone, that's the one that would help you get like spell counters back in the day, I remember that one. Extra Buck, Gaga Shield, Magician Circle, and then, of course, our advertisement for Duel Links, which, we have 2 advertisements. Well, there's one for Duel Links, which is kind of cool. I like collecting these because of different artworks. And then, also, we have now one for Legacy of the Duelist, which is going to be the new game on the Switch. By the way, I'm going to see if I can actually record and play that. I do have a Switch, obviously, but I'm going to see if I can get a capture card. So, yeah, off the subject, but yeah, I am actually working on it, in case people are wondering. But there you go. That is everything from the structure deck. What do I think about it and the reprints and all that? So, first off, even if you're not interested in the deck, the reprints are great. Droll and Lockbird makes it worth it instantly. I mean, that's a card that I think last time I checked before this was hovering around the $20 mark. So paying $10, you're getting a deck of cards. You're guaranteed Droll and Lockbird, Pot of Desires, and Left Arm Offering, and just the other good cards that are also in this. That's worth it. I mean, that's just honestly worth it right there. Droll and Lockbird, it's pretty much worth the structure deck by itself. So if you had a hard time getting some of those, which is still a very good competitive card, this will help you out. Just like with last time with Ash Blossom. If you didn't like Salmon Greats or weren't interested, the reprint still helped you out. But also, too, I really do like the structure deck. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to use. Looks like it's going to be something that includes pendulums that's going to be pretty competitive nowadays, because we haven't really seen too much of Pendulum Magicians after everything that's been hit on the ban list with them. And, just haven't seen a lot of pendulums, honestly, these days. So it's cool to see this, and it's almost like a new version of Pendulum Magicians, if you want to think of it like that. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what these are going to do. Again, probably not as powerful as Salmon Greats, where you get 3 of those and you actually have something like tournament worthy, like YCS even worthy, but I think this is going to be still really competitive and a lot of fun to use. So I definitely do recommend this if you want to try it out, but if you are a beginner, maybe start with a starter deck or something else too, because remember, this involves pendulum summoning. It does involve Link Summon, because there is a Link monster, and then also spell counters. So there's a lot to keep up with. So if you're brand new to the game, it might overwhelm you. So make sure you have a pretty good grasp on the game, and I don't think it's going to be a problem other than that. But yeah, just don't get overwhelmed by it, because there's a lot of mechanics in this deck, actually, especially with those spell counters to keep up with. So a new player might be a little bit much, but yeah, if you think you can handle it, it is a really good structure deck, and I'm looking forward to trying out myself. Like I said, it's basically new Pendulum Magicians, and that sounds fun to me. So let me know what you guys think, if you love the structure deck or not, if you plan on like passing on getting these, or maybe you just want the reprints. Let me know how you guys feel on that. And of course, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, ring that bell so you don't miss out. Thank you for watching, as always, and yeah, of course I will. Catch you guys later. See ya.